DVD corner, and today we're going to review yet again Resident Evil, a movie based closely based on the Resident Evil game, and I like these kind of movies because, for one, I always been liking more and more these days of like video game transferred all the way to movies transferred to comic books into video games and into movies. Then they came out with video games that are based on movies instead of the other way around. And I don't really particularly like that. So basically, I just like the two ones that you got the movie or video games into movies and comic book into movies. That's what I basically like. None of those, well, depends on if they're real good or not. Like that X-Men Origins that was based off of the movie. I think that was actually better than the movie itself for some reason. Well, anyhow, get back on the subject. Like, okay, nice and shiny box. Hot girls under too, especially the lead character. She's hot. Well, anywho, let's take a look into the shiny box, shall we? Well, first off is a nice artist rendering of her, like, engulfed around in flames. Like, you can see her shooting at something. Hey, who knows? She may be shooting at me. Yeah, I must die. Well, anywho. And then here we have the three movies. And like, now this is kind of the cool part. If you take them off snaps, which I kind of hate because I used my first snap one that I ever had, and I actually scratched the disc, so I had to go out and buy another one, which kind of sucked. Yeah, they have like behind the disc, they have all the names for where all the movies go. Like here you got Resident Evil Extinction, first Resident Evil, and Resident Evil Apocalypse. And now the way how they kind of designed this is the disc for Resident Evil Apocalypse. Get it here. Yeah, just for Resident Evil Apocalypse, there's a little notch right here. You have to slide it under the clip case or the above clip thing for reasons of making it that way. I don't know. I kind of hate this design. Why couldn't they go more of like a flip kind? Like my other DVDs, they flip open individually, but no, they have to have it like this. So if you manage like break it like the first one that they had, then you have to go and buy a new one. Yeah. Well, anywho, I'm gonna have the like some heavy duty watching tonight, which more likely I will, because these three movies are kind of awesome. And like, but like in the first one, The first one kind of like more or less like so one towards like instead of like all actiony and all that stuff, they basically try to set the tone for the for which way the movie is going to go. And the first movie wasn't all that bad, with the exception of there were a few like parts that were actually good, and other than that, it was kind of like the music score through the whole, pretty much the whole movie was kind of good, and I like the idea of the holographic little girl that like I don't know if she was supposed to be like evil, like an evil computer or helpful computer or whatnot. So that kind of confused me. So I'll just say for the sake of being, well, they gave her a red tint to her, so she probably was evil. It's an evil computer. Well, anywho, in the first one, they just basically try to investigate what happened in this hive thing. And when they got down there, like everybody ended up being like flesh-eating zombies and all that stuff, and there was experiments going on. And one thing I think was kind of cool about it, the hive itself was kind of like under the whole entire Raccoon City, which and nobody really knew about it, which was kind of cool. Like probably government conspiracy going on in Raccoon City, and like I really liked at the end of the movie where she wakes up in the hospital and she breaks out and like they panned away for a pan away shot, and like everybody was like all dead, like and that scene right there was like a proper zombie movie, like everything all being dead, like car wrecks everywhere, the little bit of blood here and there. And now on the second one, which like closely takes to the after the first one, like probably, well, not closely, like probably like several years later. I don't know if it's a different town or whatnot, but like in this movie we kind of see, unlike in the first one, the zombies were a bit underground. In this one, the zombies escaped from the hive. They were on above ground. So that was kind of cool. The director kind of probably gave it a lot of thought that hey, zombies shouldn't be underground, cooped up in some lab somewhere. Let's have them run around and eat people on the surface. Yeah, that's what a proper zombie movie is supposed to be. Zombies running around, eating people, catching people, and like just mass chaos. And like in the third one, it gets even more interesting, because in the third one there's like a group of survivors, like the more of the earth like becomes basically like a barren wasteland, and there's a group of survivors in Resident Evil Extinction. That's the third one. there's a group of survivors that are just trying to get away from zombies, and there's one girl that's played by the main character. I think her name is Mila or something like that. Forgive me if I can't pronounce it right, but at the same time that these survivors are like running away from these zombies, this one chick runs away from the running away from the corporation, like concealing herself and all that stuff, and she meets up with these group of survivors. Then she starts exhibiting signs that she's like a little bit supernatural, so to speak, like height and strength and agility and all that stuff. There's this one scene that was like really cool in the movie. This is where she first meets up with them, and like all these ravens or whatever are flying overhead, and all of a sudden she looks up, and like the whole sky starts lighting on fire. That was like the coolest scene in the movie. And they're trying to get to this one place. It's like Arcadia or something like that. And they talk more about that in Resident Evil Afterlife, which I'll probably get here sometime next week. And all in all, as a set, I would have to give it about like 9.5 stars, which is pretty good. Got good directors, got good actors, got a very good script, strong storyline, which I like, and got everything. Well, this has been fun. I welcome you guys back again to Dungeon Masters DVD Corner, but for now, I say sayonara and keep on watching the good movies, not crappy movies, good movies. Well, please rate and subscribe and leave your comments below. Would much be appreciated. Thank you, Kevin, and happy viewing.